Hi, this is a box that I recently completed for a shelf pin jig that I purchased from Bench-Dog Tools. It's a typical pencil style box that I use for a lot of my shop boxes. They're very easy to make. It's in this case it's 1/4-inch Luan plywood, some scrap that I had around the shop, half lap jointed together with 1/8-inch groove cut along the sides for the lid, and the bottom is some 1/8-inch Baltic birch plywood. In this case, I painted the box with texture paint because of the different textures in this Luan plywood, which is a open grain wood, with the Baltic birch, which is a closed grain wood, and so the texture paint hides everything nicely. Now what's different about this box compared to all the boxes I've made to date is that with this one I decided to try and inlay some product literature onto the sides of the box for easier identification. So let's take a closer look at that. Here's the typical packaging that you'll get for a lot of these kind of tools. Some thin cardboard. In this case it had a nice description of the kit up here, and then the logo for the Bench-Dog Tools. So it occurred to me, well, how that might look nice if I were to apply that to my storage box. But instead of just applying it to the surface, which I didn't think would look all that nice, I decided to inlay it into the box. You can see I applied the shelf pin jig description in the front, and then on the side I placed the Bench-Dog Tools logo. This was easy to apply. I just used a Forstner bit and to make a 1/32 of an inch recess. The hardest part was cutting out the round logo. This was more problematic. I knifed around the text and then routed most of this way with my trim router, and then carefully paired to the lines with chisel. The problem is that the plywood that I'm using is this Luan plywood. This is some scrap plywood I had in the shop. It's a really poor quality plywood. It's that paper, less than paper thin veneer, surface veneer, and then that in combination with the open grain nature of Luan made it very fragile. So as I paired to the line, the edges just crumbled. So I really couldn't get a crisp, clean edge that I'm striving for. So in the future, if I do this, I'll stick to inlaying only with tight grain woods, such as Baltic birch plywood. That would work great, or maple. I also use a lot of maple. I painted the box first. Well, I did the recesses first. Then I painted the box with a few coats of the texture paint. Then used spray adhesive to install the labeling, and then I applied 3 coats of shellac on top of everything. And then the top I kept natural just for contrast, and this also has a few coats of shellac. And that's it for the kit itself. It has storage for the included drill bit, but I had to purchase another one. So that just goes here, and then I have some memory foam, which I can just squish down a bit, and then when I close the box, the memory foam expands a bit and helps to keep the lid from opening. So next time you make yourself a storage box for some workshop tools, think about adding some product inlays to it, just to snazz it up a bit. And if nothing else, it's a little fun time in the workshop, spend an hour or two instead of working on a larger project that you might not feel up to. Thanks for stopping by.